Hey everyone, welcome to the second ever episode of Eaten Back to Life, the show in which I taste tasty vegan foods and give you my opinion on them, for as entertaining as that hopefully is. On this episode, I am tackling this. What is this, you ask? This is the Beyond Meat Burger. Ooh, seems like it wants to explode out of the cardboard at me. Not a typical Beyond Meat burger though. This is a Beyond Meat burger from a local restaurant here in Montreal called Sham. There are two, I guess you'd say, establishments of Sham located throughout the city. One is in the Plateau area and the other is in the West Island. I've been there many times. Fair warning, I've had this particular meal before, and I think it's fucking awesome. And that's the thing, is I wanted to go through some foods that I've had before, some different meals from different places that I've had before, and kind of give you my opinion / review on them. So if you're ever in Montreal, I would highly recommend you check out this place, because honestly, it's really good. If you're vegan like me, then you'll definitely enjoy it. So you can get it as an option with vegan cheese and vegan bacon on like the patty. So I'm just gonna hold it up here to show you. This is what it looks like. You got this nice like ciabatta bun. At least I think it's ciabatta. I mean, it kind of has the same texture. And if you look real closely, it's kind of hard to see, but the patty is like thick as fuck. Like, I'm talking thick with like 5 C's, you know? It's, in all honesty, I've had the Beyond Meat Burger as it is from like the package that you buy directly in the grocery store. I've had the one from A&W, which I think is the one that came out first in Canada. But out of all of the ones that you can get, it's the same patty, but for some reason the guys at Sham, they know what they're doing. They fucking make it better than anywhere else. So I want to dig in, but like, I still should tell you some more stuff about what's on it. We have, again, there's vegan cheese, which is an option. There's lettuce, there is red cabbage, there are beets. We have, looks like red onions on there. I guess you'd say shredded carrots. I think that might be it. Oh, and pickles, yeah. So there's like a shit ton of stuff on this burger. But let's go ahead and dig in. I should probably like stay in frame. That might be an important thing to do. So like, I know people, not everyone is sold on Beyond Meat, but as someone who was a meat eater for a very long time and only went vegan in the last like 3 or 4 years, I can say that this is a very close approximation of how an actual like meat burger is supposed to taste, at least in my opinion. I think this is the closest that I've had to actual meat since I've gone vegan. The consistency, the texture of this burger is just unreal. To this day, I don't know how they fucking managed to do it. And just adding the bacon and the cheese onto this, like, makes it so much better. Because again, that's optional. And if you don't want to overdo it, you can get those things. You can not get those things, rather, on this burger. But I highly recommend that you do it. It just makes it so much heftier, which, like, I know not everyone wants that. Like, this is not something you go for if you're trying to watch your waistline. Me, I give a little bit of a fuck about that. You know, I don't want a balloon or anything. but this is pretty fucking good. And I find it very hard to pass up the opportunity to get this. I just want to say as well, you know, like, this being a very small channel, I am not in any way sponsored by or supported by Sham. Horrible, horrible restaurant name, by the way. I don't know why they decided to call their restaurant after, like, a word that is usually associated with scam artists or, like, bad products. Like, I'm sure it probably means something else because the owner, I don't know where he's from, but he's not, like, it doesn't seem like English is his first language. So maybe it's just like a reference to something else, but like, if it's not, bit of a bad naming choice there. But don't let the name fool you. Their food is fucking fantastic, and that's me saying that as someone who just genuinely likes the food a lot. Everything there is vegan. I am not being paid by them to say that. I just really think that it's a good place and that it's worth your money and your time to go there, especially if you're looking for stuff like this. And they really pile on the veggies on this too. Like I said, there is so much on this. Like, look at how much the lettuce is like piling out of the burger. I obviously have half eaten it now, but when you first take it out of the box, like when you try and actually take it out of the box itself, it's a little bit. How do you want to say this? It's just like hard to like actually get your fingers in around the burger in the box in order to like get it out and start eating it. And then when you do that, it's like half the stuff like falls out of the burger and into the box. So there is a bit of an issue with the packaging, I feel, and the way that like it's presented. But if it came in more like maybe like a bag, like A&W, for example, like, you know, you get the little wrapper, the burger, and you just put the burger in, and then you can take the wrapper, and as you're eating the burger, you kind of like peel back the wrapper as you get further into it. I feel like that would be a better option. However, I understand the necessity of having something like this, especially when you're, you know, sending stuff out in transit, because we are still in the middle of a pandemic, restaurants are not open, so there is that. But my main complaint about this food item is the fact that it just spills everywhere when you're trying to eat it, and that the packaging isn't the best. But the item itself is fantastic. So good. But yeah, sometimes I find myself like when I'm eating these burgers, I have to like go around the burger in order to eat the stuff that's falling out because of how much shit is just like piled on top of it. I also noticed that in the last little while, the last few times I've gotten this burger, the bun has been a little bit burnt around the edge. Now, I don't mind that because I actually like my buns to be like really crunchy when you're biting into them. I feel like it adds a lot of texture and it makes the eating experience a little bit more pleasant. However, I know that not everybody likes that, so just a fair warning. It didn't used to be like that. Back when I started ordering this food, when me and my partner used to go there back at the beginning of the pandemic, Sham was still a relatively new place, and their burgers, their buns were like relatively fresh when you took them out of the casing. But now, I guess maybe they have somebody new who's operating the cooking, or maybe they're just getting an uptick in service, so they can't really like, pay attention to it as much. But you can see here, there's a little bit of a burn on the edge of the bun. And again, like I said, I don't mind that personally. However, I realize not everyone's going to like that. Just a fair warning. They do include some sauce on here as well, but I'm not really sure what it is. I think they have mayo, possibly mustard, but there's another sauce in here that's got like a reddish, pinkish tint to it. So I think it might be an in-house sauce. I'm not entirely sure. But it tastes good, so I don't really give a fuck what it is, honestly. So if you live in the Montreal area and you haven't tried Sham yet, do yourself a favor. They have a number of different dishes that I really like. The burger is my favorite. It's usually my go-to. They also do a really good steak, and a vegan steak I feel like is a really hard thing to come by, and that meal in particular is fucking awesome. I will probably do an Eating Back to Life video on that product as well in the future. But for now, this thing is fucking awesome. I think I'm going to end the video here because I can't really think of anything else to say about it. But if you live in Montreal, you're vegan, you want to try the best damn version of the Beyond Meat burger in existence, get the one from Sham. See you in the next one.